What's up, Inkie peeps? It's Adele from Inkie Quill. Please excuse my voice. I'm still not feeling very well, but I wanted to get these printables up and out for you, and you'll just have to ignore my croaky, snuffly voice. This month I decided on a bit of a fun theme. A couple of people did guess it from my little sneak hint in my, I think it was the latest video over here. I decided to go with seasons, but I'm only doing spring and autumn. So here in Australia, we've just come out of winter. The 1st of September is the 1st of spring. And I didn't realise, but in countries having autumn at the moment, it doesn't happen on the 1st of September. I thought it did, but it's later, like the 20th or something. Let me know in the comments if you're autumning at the moment and if it starts at the start of the month or not. I find that very strange. It's a new fun fact. So I'm doing this for the start of spring, and then at the start of our winter I will do a winter summer combo again with similar themes. So I went a little crazy, and you guys have 12 printables, technically 14 but really 12, and I really enjoyed this month. So without further rambling, let's get into it. When this video goes up, there is also a process video showing how I created this. I know you've seen a lot of crayon techniques around here lately, but I'm obsessed, and I promise this is the last one for quite a while. But I created this using white crayon and some watercolor, and this is the autumny themed page. I have printed all of these on gloss Kodak premium photo paper, and these are the ones that I use to put in my master file where I keep everything in there. So this I thought would be fantastic if you wanted to do your own brush lettering in it. I'm also going to use this in a process video later in the month as a scrapbook background, so stay tuned for that one. So that's the autumn one. And then I couldn't resist, sorry there's a bit of glare on that side, I did my own brush lettering script font quote thing in there. So many words coming out of my mouth. You'll have to excuse, my brain hasn't functioned for about 2 weeks properly, so my words aren't working properly. So this says, wild is the music of autumnal winds amongst the faded woods. And my plan for this page, I'm actually up to scrapbooking April in my 2018 albums, and which is autumn here in Australia. And so my plan for this page is to actually just pop it into a page protector in my album, and then do a layout on the back. So that's what I'm going to do for autumn for that one. Then I had one that was Hello Autumn, and these are all image files, so you can make them as big or small as you want. I thought if you made this smaller, it would make a great tip in for your journal pages if you wanted to, or in your planner. You could just punch some holes and pop it in your ring bound planners. So I did Hello Autumn. And then because I get very frustrated with the American scrapbooking products that always say fall, I decided I didn't want to make you guys frustrated, and so I've done both versions in autumn or fall. So just make sure that you save the right one according to where you live and what you call it. But yes, to me fall means you've fallen over, and I don't document falling over very often, so I didn't want to do everything in fall because my Aussie peeps and fellow autumn places need to celebrate the autumnness as well. How many times can I say autumn in this video? Seriously, Adele. So then this one is the spring theme. So you can see they go, where is it? They go really nicely together as well. I've also printed these ones and put them up in my on my little art wall that I have next to my desk that you would have seen in my art tour video. And then same thing, we've got a little brush quote. This is probably my favourite piece in the whole month. It says, perhaps the reason you are drawn to flowers is not only for their outer beauty, but because they remind you that beautiful things will bloom after the longest seasons of waiting. I just thought that was a really nice phrase. I plan on putting that in my journal. And then we've got Hello Spring. Then for the collage sheets, I decided, oh, are we in focus? Are we out of focus? There we go. I decided to do 2 collage sheets, one for each season. So we've got the autumn one. I decided to also include some navies and purples. I relate navy with autumn. I know it's like blue's a winter color, but I also associate it with autumn navy colors. So I did some of that, and I drew some leaves, and I've got a really fun project planned for these leaves, so you'll have to stay tuned for that. We've got some tiny words down the bottom here, and I always make sure that when I do tiny words, if it's a theme, I do some that are themey, like fireside, toasty, autumn leaves, warm and cozy, but there's also just some words that you could use whenever, like hello, enchanting, that time of year. Could mean any time of year. It could mean Christmas, it could mean your birthday, it could be anything. Captured, there's always this moment, grateful for you. There's always some phrases that work for everything, like documented, hello lovely. I really like that. I can't wait to use that. And then, oh, hang on. These are the spring ones, so you've got lots of goodies to fussy cut this month. I tried to make them not too fussy. These ones are a little fussy, but not too fussy. We've got some flowers, and then I did some titles that I thought would be really fun to use as titles for scrapbook pages. I would love, my dream one day is to have a whole sheet of titles in sticker form for you guys to purchase. I'm working on it. I just haven't started working on it, but it's in my head. That's working on it technically, isn't it? I did a combination of white and black doodling for this one, and some little leaves and things. Sorry, I've got the shakes as well. I'm just not going too well at the moment, guys, with all of the body shakes and sniffles and all sorts of things. I'm trying very hard not to sniffle in this video because I can't stand watching videos where people sniffle. Next up, I have an autumn bucket list. This little guy was meant to be on here, but I forgot. So he's on a journaling card, but I really love him. I painted him and then went back in Procreate on my iPad and did some details. But I did an autumn bucket list, and I've made it so that the dimensions, if you size it to 10 centimeters by 20 centimeters, don't know what that is in inches, sorry peeps, it will fit in a traveler's notebook. And I thought that would be really fun to include if you do traveler's notebooking, or you could just print it any size and pop it in your project life. Just punch some holes, pop it straight into your album. So I've got the autumn bucket list, I've got the fall bucket list for you Fallonians, can we call you that? And we've got the spring bucket list as well. So I hope to be filling this out with some things I'd love to do with Archie. I really want to visit the Japanese gardens. They've got a beautiful place here on the Central Coast, and you can go feed koi fish, and I really want to do that in spring when the weather's not too hot. In saying that, we had a 30-degree day last week, so it's starting to get quite hot here. But yeah, I'll be looking forward to doing that. If you'd like me to do, maybe I could do a special video where I make a spring bucket list and then do short little filming of all the bucket list things that I do and put it together. Ooh, I like that. And then show documenting it in Traveler's Notebook. Ooh, okay, video, I'm going on tangents. And then you have the journaling cards for this month. So there's 8 3x4 cards. Usually I do 6 3x4s and a 4x6, but I changed it up because I wanted 4 for each season. So for the autumn ones, we have that quote, and I've sized it and scaled it so that it will actually fit on the page. We've got the cute little fox. We've got some autumn leaves here with lots of journaling space, and then just a filler card here with that beautiful navy. And then the spring ones follow the same kind of format. So you've got a big filler card quote, something cute where you could do journaling up here and down here. You could doodle around it, you could add splatters, you could add tiny word sticker. I've left that one a bit open on purpose. You've got this one down here, I hope we are in focus, where you can do a lot of journaling, and then a background card where you could put a smaller photo on here. You could also add a label in the middle with some journaling. You could add them as tip-ins, whatever you would like. So I hope you really enjoy this month's printables. They're my favorite, I think, I've done, and I know I say that all the time. They're probably on par with January. I can't get enough of January. I found the originals the other day and I was very excited, but I don't know what to do with them. I don't know whether to use them or what to do, but yes, this is probably my equal favourite month that I've done. And by the way, because I've been dealing with sickness, I had B12 complications, and then Archie went to daycare. He survived one day and brought home some beautiful germs, because like I said, we've just come out of winter, so coughs and sneezes are everywhere at the moment. So he brought home some lovely germs. He had an ear infection, double ear infection, double eye infection, and a head cold at the same time. So he had all that together, and then Aaron had a head cold and a sinus infection, and I have also got a head cold and a sinus infection. So we've been a whole bundle of fun here over the last couple of weeks. And yes, so thank you for your understanding of the delay. It's a bit tricky when you're a sole trader and you work for yourself. You can't take sick days unless you really take sick days. There's no one to cover your place. So I will have a video up on the 20th. I filmed it. I've just got to do a bit of a croaky voiceover, and then things will all go back to normal. So make sure you check out the video where I show you how I created this. It was very fun. It was a bit difficult, as you can imagine, drawing white crayon on white paper. It was a bit of a mystery as to what I was actually going to end up with. So you'll see that in the video. We're out of focus massively there. My camera's playing up too. Behave yourself, Mr. Camera. Alright guys, by the way, I haven't had a chance, that's what I was getting to delete the previous printables yet, because I want to film a really quick video for YouTube showing how to use Patreon, because I get a lot of questions about what is it and how does it work. So I want to film that video next week when I'm feeling a little bit better, and so you still have a tiny little chance to get those past printables before they disappear. I will, when I put these up, I will definitely leave, what month? We're September. I will definitely leave August, and I think they'll be the only 2 months that will be up once that video is up on Patreon, but I will, on YouTube, sorry, but I will give you a warning. I will give you a week's warning before I actually take them off over here on Patreon. Alright guys, I need to go to bed. It's late. I hope you all have a lovely day, and I will see you when I'm feeling a little bit better. Bye guys.